A. Economic activities and trade networks of ancient civilizations. 1. Introduction. Economic activities and trade networks played a crucial role in the development of ancient civilizations. The exchange of goods, ideas, and technologies facilitated economic growth, cultural interactions, and political alliances. This document explores the economic activities and trade networks of key ancient civilizations: Mesopotamia, Egypt, the Indus Valley, China, Greece, and Rome. 2. Ancient Mesopotamia, Sumer, Babylon, Assyria. Economic activities. Agriculture. Mesopotamia relied on the fertile land between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, cultivating wheat, barley, dates, and flax. Animal husbandry, domestication of sheep, goats, and cattle was integral to food supply and trade. Craftsmanship. Production of textiles, pottery, metal tools, and weapons. Irrigation. The development of canal systems enhanced agricultural productivity. Trade networks. Mesopotamians traded with the Indus Valley, Anatolia, and the Persian Gulf. Key exports: wool, textiles, and agricultural goods. Key imports: copper from Anatolia, lapis lazuli from Afghanistan, and timber from Lebanon. Barter system. Silver and grain were used as standard units of trade. 3. Ancient Egypt. Economic activities. Agriculture. The Nile River provided fertile soil for wheat, barley, and papyrus cultivation. Mining. Gold, turquoise, and copper mining in Nubia and Sinai. Artisanship. Production of fine jewelry, pottery, and linen textiles. Construction. Large-scale pyramid and temple building required skilled labor and a controlled economy. Trade networks. Trade routes extended to Nubia, the Levant, and Mesopotamia. Key exports: gold, linen, papyrus, and grain. Key imports: cedarwood from Lebanon, myrrh from Punt, and lapis lazuli from Afghanistan. Use of currency exchange was mostly barter-based, but grain served as a form of currency. 4. Indus Valley Civilization, Harappa, and Mohenjo-Daro. Economic activities. Agriculture. Cultivation of wheat, barley, cotton, and sesame. Urban planning. Well-organized cities with granaries and standardized weights. Metallurgy. Production of copper, bronze, and gold ornaments. Pottery and bead-making, evidence of specialized artisans. Trade networks. Extensive trade with Mesopotamia, Central Asia, and the Persian Gulf. Key exports: cotton textiles, beads, and ceramics. Key imports: lapis lazuli, tin, and precious stones. Standardized weights and measures facilitated trade. 5. Ancient China. Shang, Zhou, Qin, Han dynasties. Economic activities. Agriculture. Rice and millet farming, along with domestication of pigs and cattle. Silk production. The Silk Road facilitated the demand for silk textiles. Metallurgy. Advanced bronze and ironworking during the Shang and Zhou periods. Coinage system. The Qin dynasty. Standardized currency, improving trade efficiency. Trade networks. The Silk Road connected China with Central Asia, India, and Rome. Key exports: silk, ceramics, and jade. Key imports: horses from Central Asia, spices from India, and glassware from Rome. The Grand Canal, constructed later, improved internal trade. 6. Ancient Greece. Economic activities. Agriculture. Olive oil and wine production. Fishing and maritime trade. The Aegean Sea facilitated extensive trade networks. Handicrafts. Production of fine pottery and sculptures. Coinage system. The drachma standardized economic transactions. Trade networks. Trade with Egypt, Mesopotamia, and the Mediterranean world. Key exports: olive oil, wine, and pottery. Key imports: grain from Egypt, luxury goods from Persia, and metals from Anatolia. Greek colonies in Italy and the Black Sea expanded trade opportunities. 7. Ancient Rome. Economic activities. Agriculture. Vast estates. Latifundia produced wheat, olives, and grapes. Industry. Production of glass, pottery, and metal goods. Construction roads, aqueducts, and monumental architecture supported economic activities. Slave economy, widespread use of slaves in agriculture and industry. Trade networks. The Roman economy was driven by a vast trade network spanning the Mediterranean. Key exports: wine, olive oil, and manufactured goods. Key imports: grain from Egypt, silk from China, and spices from India. Extensive road networks, such as the Via Appia, facilitated overland trade. 8. Conclusion. Trade and economic activities in ancient civilizations were pivotal to their prosperity and expansion. These civilizations developed sophisticated trade networks that allowed them to exchange goods, technologies, and cultural practices. The legacy of these economic systems continues to influence modern economies, highlighting the significance of trade in human civilization's progress.